three options, which ones do you get the most free will? When you're dead, when you're a slave, or when you're someone's friend?
Yeah, but if two people don't want to be friends and you
Sorry,
force
which of
them,
those three do you get the most free will?
well, the free will would be in the choosing. So none of those would actually give you additional free will.
Well, you could say when you approach a nation, say,
Hmm.
do you want to die, be slaves, or be our friend?
Hmm. And what if that
You
nation
just,
chooses to die?
if that's their choice, then they
Well,
can do
then
that,
then
sure.
your argument is now defeated, sir. So back to this. Can
But
we
God,
move
no, it's
into?
not. God didn't
Yes, it
give them the
is.
third choice.
Wait
What do
a
you think
second.
my, what, Rico, I
Wait a
can't
second. What
stand
third
you.
choice? What third choice?
Be friends.
So wait a second. I'm really confused here. How would God force those people to be your friend?
He didn't. You asked them, do you want
Right.
to be
So that
friends?
would affect free will.
You ask them if they want to be friends.
That would affect. Yeah.
That's what it's not.
So these people had been warring for 500
You
years. You
don't
think they were
think
going to be
slavery and
besties?
death affect, you don't think death affects free will?
Wait. Do you understand that the choice to choose or death, if you took that away, that would be the effect of free will?
I'm saying you can let them still choose. Let
Okay,
them
well then
choose
what if they
friendship.
choose death because they
Then
don't
they
want to be
chose death,
friends?
and you
And that's
kill
what
them.
happened. They chose death because they didn't want to be friends, buddy.
They didn't give them the choice for
Then prove
friendship.
it.
God could have
Demonstrate
said,
it scripturally. Do it.
yes, it's in Deuteronomy.
Show me. Don't talk about it. Pull it up so we can go through it together.
You want me to pull up a verse where God doesn't say to let them be friends?
Yeah, I want you to pull up the context of what it is that you're talking about so we can go through a chapter and verse and see if you're full of it, which you are. Go ahead.
How is he supposed to prove a negative?
Well,
That's
if you show
he
that
made
it
a
just
he
says
made a
the two
positive
options.
claim. What do you mean? That's
He
not proving a
said
negative. He made a
he
positive
said
claim.
he said it doesn't have X in the Bible. How does he prove that?
By showing that that's not in the Bible. And by the way, you can prove negatives. It's not raining inside your house right now, right? You can
Claim that
prove
something
negatives.
is not there.
Yes, you can prove
It's
that
like
you.
if I were to say God, if I were to say that God doesn't exist,
Yeah,
and the burden of proof is on me to prove
yeah.
that something does not exist.
You can do that. Yes, you can prove negatives. I don't know who told you can't.
You can attempt.
No, you can prove negatives.
You can attempt, but you can't prove a negative.
Yes, you can. Look it up right now. In fact, I'll give you a galaxy. If you look up, can you prove a negative? And it turns out that I'm wrong.
I don't want your
To fight
galaxy, but
against it,
okay.
offer it terms of peace. If it accepts your terms of peace,
So
and
be
it surrenders
friends?
to you,
I
all
got
the
it.
people, no, yeah, exactly. Here's them being friends. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Then all the people.
Give me the
in it shall
passage real
serve
quick
you
so I
at
can pull it up and go along with you.
2010.
I'm sorry, say
Deuteronomy
it.
2010.
Deuteronomy 2010.
Deuteronomy
Okay.
2010. If it accepts your terms of peace, all the people in it shall serve you at forced labor.
Okay.
Make your friends slaves. But if it doesn't accept your terms, besiege it. Kill everybody. Okay.
So the caveat.
Put all the males to the sword. You take all.
Yeah.
Put all the males to the sword. You take the women and children as possessions.
Yeah. So this starts with.
Do you think in this scenario, do you think God could have done a third option or not?
Well, actually, you're leaving out very critical context, and I'm going to give it to you. Under 20, going to war. Hang on. You are leaving out critical context.
I want to hear the context, but just can you answer my question first?
Well,
it sounds like you're.
Well, no. In context, the answer is no. So here, let me demonstrate it for you.
No other option.
Well, God always has options. The people who God was discussing this with.
Yes, he had more other options.
Yeah, God has the option to take away your free will too. Should he?
Yep. So yeah, he should.
He should have taken away people's free will. Okay.
Yeah. Instead.
So just change the ontology of what a human being is. But anyway, so
excuse me. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you want God to take away people's free will? Got it.
Can't prove a non-existence, but.
So hang on. What about proving a negative?
If it's between dead or a friend without free will, I would absolutely be a friend.
With no free will, so a slave.
He can do it.
What do you call a person with no free will except a slave, sir?
Does he have to remove their free will for eternity, or can he just do that?
So do you want God to turn those people into slaves? That's the debate. Thank you.
Rico, that's not what I said.
You want them to take away their free will. What do you call a slave? Somebody who doesn't have access to free will.
Why are you scared to respond to this honestly?
Okay, I'm responding to it very honestly.
Listen to what I'm offering. If he just took their one thing away, that one time, are they forever?
So slavery's okay as long as it's not forever?
No, just the one choice.
Well, they would be slaves for the rest of their life if you took away their will to be enemies with people. Yes, that would be forever. Well, how could it not be the
really
case? How could it not be the case that you're advocating right now that God makes people slaves, sir?
You're telling me that right now, if I was like, your only options are to die or become a slave, or you can be my friend, but you don't get to like choose that one thing.
I don't
Like,
get to choose which thing.
You say like, yeah, I'll be your friend, even though I don't like you, and I snap my fingers, and now you like me.
Yeah, but you
would say no. I don't want to be forced to like you. You're death.
Wait a second. If I don't want to be your friend and God forces me to, is God taking away my free will?
In that one moment, yes.
Then you're advocating, and if you're saying that that's what God should have done, then you're advocating that God makes people slaves, sir.
Making someone your friend isn't a slave.
No, taking away someone's free will is exactly what a slave is.
Not slavery. Forced friendship.
Really? Forcing you to do things against your will under threat isn't slavery? Got it.
There's no threat. There's no threat.
Forced
work is.
Wait. I'm really confused here. So if you force people to be friends, that's not slavery. If you do it at that point.
No, that's not what slavery is. No.
Okay, then what is slavery?
That's just forced labor.
Forced labor. So if I chain you up in my basement but you don't have to do any work, I have not enslaved you?
No, I don't think that's slavery. That's kidnapping.
Okay, so then God should have kidnapped them.
No.
No.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you take away a person's...
Did I say that the third option was chain them up in the basement? Are you drunk?
Well, if you're taking away a person's free will, they can't choose, right? The whole point of why slavery is abhorrent is because it takes away your choice, right? What else would it be? What else would actually make that bad?
I understand that you have problems with that. You have issues with that.
Well, what actually would make slavery wrong except that you're taking away a person's agency and free will? What actually about it would even be wrong?
Forcing them to work.
That's because you're taking away their free will and choice. That's what makes that wrong. Most wallets still plug into the same system we were trying to escape in the first place. And that's why Rumble built Rumble Wallet. It's a self-custodial wallet that lives inside an ecosystem that actually defends free speech and financial freedom. No bank holding your balance, not even Rumble can touch your funds. This is your money, on your keys, on your terms. So if you're serious about sovereignty, financial and digital, this is where you level up. Go to wallet.rumble.com or search Rumble Wallet in your app store, download it, back up your recovery phrase, and move your money where it belongs, in your hands.
I understand that. Like there's autonomy.
So what you're doing is that is the problem. What else is immoral? What else could be immoral about it except that?
You beat them. You work them.
You don't have to beat a person for them to be your slave.
They did.
Yeah, but you don't have to. So that's not the caveat of must. So if the case is that the only thing that you could even find to be abhorrent about slavery is taking away a people's agency and free will. Otherwise, what's even your issue with it?
Here's what I want
you to answer my question first. What is even your issue with it other than that? What is it?
I don't like it. So
I don't like it. Oh, okay. Great argument.
If you can say this, I'll think you're being honest, but it sounds so dishonest to me. What I want to hear Rico say is, if I had three choices, to die, to become a forced labor slave, or to just have Mezzo snap his fingers and he likes me now, that he would choose one of the other two.
Well, I would choose to take away that person's agency.
And I get to live and not have to work. If he can answer that honestly. Like,
okay, hang on. I'll answer it.
What would you pick?
I'll answer it not only honestly, but I'll even go beyond that. So if it was me choosing for you, if it was me choosing to take away your free will, which is the same to me as slavery, of course I would choose that. But if it was to choose me having my free will taken away, I would choose slavery over that.
Wait, so you're saying you think slavery is taking someone's free will?
What else would you even have an issue with?
And God condoned slavery?
No. Listen. What I'm saying is that the reason that you have a moral issue against slavery is because of the condemnation against taking away a person's agency. The same issue you have with the same issue you have with slavery is the same issue you'd have with kidnapping. It's the same exact problem.
You called me. What did I miss?
By you saying
taking someone's free will away.
All right, I'm not about to be ignored on my own live. You got me fucked up. What did I miss?
You were off camera for a second. You there?
I know. I left.
Well, it's not like you've contributed anything. I don't know why you're upset.
Hey, Rico.
It's not like you've contributed anything to your own life.
Thank you. I just want to know what I missed. But yes, I
Well, I'll
stopped
tell you what
talking
you
because
missed.
you guys were having a 1v1.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll tell you what
appreciate
you
that
missed.
greatly.
So what you missed
Thank
was
you.
this: was whether or not taking away a person's agency is the same as slavery. My contention is that the same thing which makes slavery immoral is the fact that you're taking away people's free will and agency. So if it's his
And God
contention
condones it.
that you should take away people's agency rather than enslave them, he's just saying the same thing
Thank you,
twice.
Isaac. I was here for that. I'm talking about your answer to the hypothetical.
Okay, which
No, he didn't
hypothetical?
answer it.
Yes, I did. I said if
Remember
I
the
was
one of
choosing
mine?
for you, I would choose yes
No,
to take away
choose
your
for you,
agency.
Rico.
I already told you
Choose
that
for
one too. If
you.
I was choosing for me, I would
What
choose to
was-
keep my free will intact.
So are you a slave or dead?
In that case, I'd be a slave because that would be preferable to dead.
Slaves don't have free will, Rico.
Yes, but if you took away they still have agency. And taking away free will eliminates all agency. It'd be,
if I
in other
snap
words,
my
I become a
fingers to
different
make you like
person.
me- oh, Rico, if I
Mhm.
snap my fingers to make you like me, you
Yeah.
still have other agencies. You just like me.
Yeah, no, but now I've become a different person. Like whatever
you
the
choose
things were
slavery?
that were inside of me that would have made me
You-
Rico,
You
they are now
choose
gone.
working for
Do you want me to
for the
answer the
rest of your
question
life?
or not?
Rico, I just want to make sure that we're clear. And you can interrupt me 7,000 times after this, but let me just get this out.
His name's
Okay.
Richard?
For me to,
Who the f is Rich? Sorry.
we don't know. For you to
Rico,
lose
short for Richard.
one single choice,
Mhm.
one single free will to like me, you wouldn't pick that. Whereas with slavery, you lose lots of free wills. You can't play. You can't go hang out with your family. You can't go out on a drive. You can't do art. You just work for me forever. You still would pick that one more than the one where you just lose the one thing.
Well, you're not losing the
You would
one.
give up. You would give up.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay, that makes sense.
You're not actually losing the one thing. So I wouldn't consider free will to be bubbled into sections of utils. The idea here would be
This guy's dishonest.
if I didn't like you,
Well, yeah,
what is the
I'm
dishonesty?
learning right now that he's from whatever.
What
podcast,
is
so,
the
like, this makes
dishonesty?
sense.
Well, then
What
work
is the
for me.
dishonesty, sir?
Then work for me, Rico.
What?
Prove it.
Oh, take away my free will then. Try it. See how that works out for you.
Sure.
Yeah, try it.
Threat?
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, try
That's it.
No problem.
Threat?
That's it.
Question
How's
mark?
that a threat?
Threat?
How's that a threat?
Is that what that was?
No.
I
Ridiculous.
just dropped him down. He has free will.
You did infringe upon his free will. So fair
He
enough.
said to.
You did.
He said to. No, I really don't think that that's an honest answer.
Because you
say,
got your
I
kicked.
choose slavery over friendship.
Got your ass
that's
kicked.
too ridiculous. That guy's being dishonest.
I think the rationale.
That wasn't a question of whether or not I would choose friendship over slavery. He's a lying, gutless sack of liberal, which is why he didn't want me to continue to press him. The question was whether or not I would allow the core of myself to be changed by having my will altered or choose slavery. In that case, I would choose slavery because I would no longer be me. If you took away the things that made me me, I'm not me anymore. And that's what he didn't want to contend with. And his only other option was to say that if you took away a person's will, you are indeed advocating for slavery itself anyway. And that's how you argue that, by the way, from a biblical perspective. They'll always argue that you should make people slaves instead, thus losing their position on God makes slave dough. So just something for you guys to take away.